In this video, I'm going to give you the #1 marketing strategy that you could possibly use in your business for long-term profitability and long-term longevity. There are marketing systems and techniques you can use to make a lot of money and then go out of business, or make a lot of money and then never get back to the money you made. There are a lot of ways to do that. This is a marketing technique that ensures that you will make a lot of money forever, for the rest of your life. So you never have to worry about, oh boy, what if conditions the marketplace change? What if Facebook changes their algorithm with their Facebook ads and I can't use Facebook anymore? What if I get canceled on social media and I can't do this or that? This ensures that no matter what happens, you will continue to make a good income, no matter what, long term. This is a technique I learned from some of my mentors, including people like Dan Kennedy and Jay Abraham. If those are names that you know, I have used this successfully to make literally millions of dollars. And at the end of this video, I will give you 2 specific examples of how I've used this in 2 of my companies. This really works if you get it. It takes a little time. It takes a little effort. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I don't even teach get-rich. But it does work if you do it once you put in the time. And the good news is, theoretically, you only need to do it once. Once you put this in place, you can ride this out, if not for the rest of your life, then many, many decades, even if technology changes, even if the marketplace changes, and so on. I am Caleb Jones. This is Alpha Male 2.0. And I make a multi-6-figure, location-independent international income while dating multiple attractive women. And I teach men like you how to do the same thing. And part of making a high income is marketing. You've got to know how to market your business. Kind of important. As I've said many times, I have known and I have worked with many people who started a business selling something that was really good and really high quality that could have really helped people, but they went out of business because these people didn't market or didn't want to market or were too scared to market or marketed incorrectly. You've got to market. And this technique I'm about to show you is the best way to market in terms of your overall long-term business strategy. It is something I call the marketing ladder. The marketing ladder means you develop several marketing techniques that you know work for your niche and your business, and you build upon them over time. Instead of just marketing in one way to market your one thing, which is what most businesses do, you pick 5 to 7 different ways to market your product, service, or information, and you one at a time develop those marketing systems. This is the opposite, as I said, of what most companies do. What most companies do is they market one way. So if you sell cars, how do you market? You probably have commercials on TV and you use high pressure sales tactics for people who walk into the place. That's it. Those are your only 2 marketing methods, or really 1 in a way. There are a lot of people online who sell stuff, and the only way they market is they run ads under one platform. They might run ads on Facebook, or they might run ads on YouTube, or maybe they have an Etsy business and they run ads on Etsy, or they have an eBay business and they run ads on eBay. And that's it. That's the only marketing method they use. And sometimes they make money, sometimes they don't make money. In some cases, they make a lot of money very quickly, and as soon as an algorithm changes or a rule changes or a marketplace change comes around, they suddenly lose all their money and they can't afford to pay their bills anymore. You've seen this several times on YouTube. Back in 2018 and recently, they had things like the Adpocalypse, where all these famous YouTubers who marketed one way using YouTube, and that's all they did, YouTube changed their algorithm, and suddenly these people lost 90% of their revenue overnight because they didn't market in multiple ways. They just marketed in one way. The reason I have made money as a business owner and as an entrepreneur consistently since I was 27 years old, and I'm going to turn 50 in a few months, the reason I've been able to do that is because I've used the technique that I'm showing you right now, the marketing ladder. I never rely on any one marketing technique for me to earn income. That's insane, and it is particularly insane in the modern era where we are living in the middle of a collapsing Western civilization. That is not smart. Alpha Male 2.0 is about redundancy. You don't have one business, you have 2 to 4 small businesses. You don't have one income stream, you have many income streams. You don't have sex with one woman, you have sex with several women. You don't rely on one country, you do 5 flags and spread your life out among several different countries. You spread out your risk. And Marketing Ladder is yet another example of this, of redundancy. You don't rely on one way to market your thing and pay your bills, you want several different methods. The way it works is this: you pick 5 to 7 things, or maybe 1 or 2 to get started. And when let's say you're starting a brand new business, you're gonna pick one way to market your business and you're gonna work on that first. And you're gonna put time and effort into that one way for 6 months to 12 months to maybe 18 months on the outside. And you get to the point where you're good at that. You know that you can bring in a certain amount of business and a certain amount of revenue and profits using that one marketing technique. Then you put that on autopilot. Either you automate it through systems or technology, or you outsource it and have someone else do it for you. And then you start the second marketing technique, which ideally has nothing to do whatsoever with the first marketing technique. It's something completely different. And then you work that for 5 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, year and a half, however long it takes. And the more times you do this, the faster it takes, because the better you're gonna get, the more experience you're gonna get, the better business person you will be. So it doesn't take you as long the second, third, fourth, fifth time. Then when that is spinning, you automate that, you have that plate spinning automatically, and then you start the third thing, and you keep going until you get to at least 5 to 7 different marketing techniques. Once you have 5 to 7 different marketing techniques in your business, you're bulletproof. If anything happens to any one of those things, you might be a little upset, but you're okay. You stay in business and you keep making money. Unlike the typical business owner who relies on one income stream or one marketing stream, and something happens to that and he freaks the fuck out when that one thing gets destroyed through no fault of his own because someone else did something or some company changed a rule or whatever. If you want some ideas on what those marketing techniques should be, you should go to howtogetclients.io. That is my marketing course where we cover over 20 different ways on how you can market your business, both offline and offline, both free and paid. You get videos, you get audio, you get transcripts, you get tools, you get Excel spreadsheets, you get everything to help you with all this stuff. Click that link below. It's one of the best courses I've ever done because it covers the most important aspect of your business, which is marketing, which is making money. Now, you might be thinking, well, Caleb, that sounds like it takes a long time. Yes, it takes a long time. But it's not like you have to wait years and years to make money. As soon as you get your one first marketing technique going, you're making money. You might not be making a lot of money, or maybe you will make a lot of money. You never know. But you're still making money. It's not like you have to wait 5 years to make any money. You're making money the entire time. You're just making more money as time goes on. Now you might also say, well, Caleb, I don't know what to do. I don't know 5 to 7 marketing techniques. That's fine. Go to howtogetclients.io and I will show you how. Very, very simple. Another solution you have, or an option you have with my materials, is to join the SMIC program at joinsmic.com. We cover marketing there in detail. So that's another avenue, but you have a lot of avenues to figure out what marketing techniques are best going to work with your business and your niche. Which specific techniques to use, which techniques would be best for you, that is a topic for another time. Check out those other resources. I'm saying here, in terms of the marketing ladder, you have to operate on several different marketing techniques, not just one. Now, I'll give you a specific example, 2 examples actually, of how I've done this to make a lot of money. A high 6-figure income, including when I was a young dumbass, when I was 27 years old. As many of you know, I was making a 6-figure income starting at age 27 when I was a dumb young beta male. I didn't know shit. And a lot of the reasons I was able to pull it off is because I did exactly what I'm advising you to do. I used the marketing ladder. So my first company was a consulting business. I started out as an IT consultant and I later morphed that into a productivity time management consultant. And this is the marketing ladder that I used as a consultant to go from 0 to 6 figures in less than 3.5 years, and then big numbers a little after that. The first thing I did was cold calls. That was the first marketing technique I used. I literally got on the phone and dialed up companies and said, do you need a computer consultant? Do you have computer problems? Do you have someone you can call to fix those problems? And I did my very best to close on the phone. I read a lot of sales books on sales techniques, and so I got pretty good at sales. But that was the first thing I did. The beauty of cold calls is it's a little scary. It wasn't fun. I didn't like it, but it's free. It didn't cost me any money. And I made money doing this. I got clients doing cold calls. If this had happened today instead of back in the 1990s, I would have used something like LinkedIn, but the principle is the same. Number 2, I started using referrals. Instead of just waiting for referrals, I used referral systems. I designed systems in my business to get clients who were satisfied with my services to refer me to other clients. So I had cold calls going, and then I had referral systems going. That was my second thing. 2 different marketing legs. The third marketing technique I started using was direct mail, actually sending hard letters, snail mail letters in the mail to prospects and getting clients that way. Actually, I've still done that today in my marketing business. Offline marketing techniques still work. They still work. I've done very well with direct mail, including recently. But my point here is that's the third level I did in terms of my marketing ladder with my consulting business. The fourth thing I started doing is joint ventures. I started doing joint ventures with other consultants who had the types of clients that I wanted, but that didn't compete with me. And I made hundreds of thousands of dollars with very little work using joint ventures with other consultants. I reached out to other consultants. I said, hey, let's make a deal. You refer me, I'll refer you, blah, blah, blue, pay each other commission or what have you. And boy, did I do well doing joint ventures. But that was the fourth thing I was doing. Everything else was still making money. Finally, the fifth thing I started doing was radio advertising. Now, if I did this today, it would probably be podcast advertising, audio advertising. No other consultant in my local area was running ads on the radio, and I was the only one, so I cornered the market, and I made decent money doing all of that. So instead of just relying on referrals, which is what most stupid consultants do, I had a marketing ladder of 5 different techniques. And that's why in my 20s, I was making good money. Matter of fact, I was making more money in my 20s as a consultant than many other consultants in my city who had been working 20, 30, 40 years, guys in their 50s or 60s, they weren't making the money I was making because they weren't marketing or they did one thing. Now, you might say, well, Caleb, those are dated examples. That's back in the 90s. That was a long time ago. Blah, 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 blah. First of all, wrong. Everything I just said still works. But fine, to give you an updated example, I will tell you the marketing ladder I used to start my Alpha Male 2.0. Back then it was called Black Dragon, my online business where I was selling originally dating materials for men, and it branched out into lifestyle design for men. And here's the marketing ladder I used for that business. It was an online business, started it for free. The first marketing technique I used, I posted on forums. And I went around to the pickup artist world and I just posted on forums everywhere and I gave advice and I had a little link in my signature, and I became kind of a known name as Black Dragon in the pickup artist world many years ago, and I drew customers and clients to my website that way, and it worked. I made, decent money doing that. Not a lot of money, but I made money. Matter of fact, I made more money than I planned on. Way back when I started this Black Dragon business, I planned on just making $300 a month just to pay for the gas, to cover the gas for the first and second dates I was doing back then, because I was going on a lot of dates back then. I ended up making way more than $300 a month really fast. So I was very happy with it. That's the first technique. The second technique was obviously blogging. I am a professional blogger. I've been blogging for over a decade now, and I made a lot of money. It took a little time, but I made a lot of money from the Black Dragon blog and later the Sublime Your Time blog and the Caleb Jones blog. Today, I've combined all 3 of those things into the Alpha Male 2.0 blog at calebjones.com. But using that blog as a mechanism of free marketing, I made a lot of money. I quickly turned that income into a 6-figure income on its own. The next thing I started doing was social media. I hit Twitter really hard back then, Facebook, a few other places, and I started getting big coaching clients from Twitter. It worked. It worked like a charm, and Twitter was free. It worked out great. The fourth thing I started doing was I started buying banner ads. I didn't do a lot of this, but I did do some of this because I wanted to augment a lot of the free advertising I was doing with some of the paid advertising now that I was making some money. So I put banner ads on other forums and like-minded websites, and they were profitable. I made money on those because I was selling ebooks at the time, did very well with those. The fifth thing I started doing was joint ventures again. Joint ventures is fantastic. I started working with other guys in the pickup artist space, other guys in the Manosphere Red Pill space, and doing joint ventures with them where they promoted my products to their audience and I paid them a percentage or vice versa. Made a good hunk of money from there and still do occasionally to this day. Great income stream for me. The sixth thing I started doing, I do this to this day, is pay-per-click advertising. First I was doing it on Facebook and then on Instagram. Today I'll do a lot of it on YouTube. Very profitable for me, and I've been doing that for many years and it's worked out very well. The seventh thing I started doing was affiliate programs, and this makes an additional income stream for me, and there's more I could be doing with that affiliate stuff. I'm going to be doing more of that this year, but there's an example. Those are 7 different ways I have marketed my online business and turned a business that I started for free. It cost me $24 to start that business, and that is now and quickly became a 6-figure income stream, just that business alone, because I had so many different marketing legs. That's my advice to you. You slowly build your marketing systems over time to include 5 to 7 different marketing techniques instead of just one. One is stupid, as I've talked about many times in my content. The most dangerous number in the world is 1. one business, one woman, one job, one income stream, one country, and one marketing technique that feeds your business. If this has been helpful to you, please subscribe to this channel, click the done notification bell, like this video, and leave a comment on this video. I don't even care what the comment is, whatever you want. The more interactivity I get in this content, the more content I will provide for you like this for free. And if you want more information on how to get clients for your business in other countries, you can watch this video right now. See you in the next video. Bye.